Hi there everyone, it's Emily here. I hope this finds you doing well. Today I want to talk a little bit about finding some comfort in this time during self-isolation. I know this has been a huge transition and many of us are in our homes and sheltering in place and keeping that social distance, which is really important for this time, but it also means that we're not engaging with as much physical contact with other people, and that can be really difficult. We were built for connection, to be in community with others, and so we're kind of grieving some of that loss of those points of physical contact and comfort. So today I want to offer some tips for how we can stimulate those sensations and those feelings that come from physical contact without actually touching another person, so safely keeping that social distance. And then after I offer just a few tips that I have found useful, I'll lead you all in a compassionate color meditation, which really helps to foster again some of those feelings and benefits of physical contact without actually being in contact with another person. So the first thing I thought I would talk about is being outside, and specifically being in the sunshine. So thankfully it's getting to be springtime now, the weather's changing, the weather is so nice, and we're able to be outside a little bit more. And even just for a few moments, feeling that sunshine on your skin, I think it's very comforting. It kind of envelops us, brings a warmth from outside to inside. I think of it as kind of like getting a hug from God. You might not think of it on that level that I do, but I think that it's really nice and comforting. Also, in kind of a similar vein, taking warm showers or baths can also provide us with those physical sensations that we're craving, and we can do those safely within our own homes. Thirdly, warm laundry. So one of the things that I love practicing frequently, specifically in the winter time, but I also enjoy it in the spring and in the fall, is taking the laundry out of your dryer, and you can do it in a few different ways. I like to just pile it on myself because I think it feels awesome, but you could put a blanket in there or a sweatshirt, roll it around for a few minutes in the dryer, and then just wrap yourself in it, and it's really cozy and warm. When our body temperature goes from warmer to cooler, and that will do that naturally if you take something warm on you and it'll eventually cool off, it calms down our entire nervous system. And so doing something like that even right before you go to bed can be really nice and calm yourself down, calm your heart rate down, and get you ready for a little bit more relaxation. We can also do movements with our body. So there's particular postures, yoga poses that we can do. One of the things that comes directly to my mind is drawing our knees in towards our chest. You can sit on the floor and just hugging your knees around. It's kind of like you're both giving and receiving a hug at the same time. And just doing that for even a few seconds can be really nice. You could also do something called child's pose. You can just Google that real fast online and you'll find many different searches that'll help you get into that pose. It's really easy. You're just laying on the floor, knees underneath the body, and you can kind of hug yourself around the body, or you can reach your arms forward. And then the last thing is doing different postures for our meditation and for our breathing. So one of the things that I really like to do sometimes is I'll bring my hands right out in front of me, and I'll invite you to try this with me if you'd like. Well, our palms are facing forward, and we're just going to cross that right hand over the left hand. And then we'll bring those thumbs all the way pointed down, so you're just rotating the wrists and the hands, and you can bring the fingers to interlace and then just draw the hands in towards the chest. You might remember that doing that in your childhood, like me. So we're just drawing those hands in towards the chest, and as soon as we do so, it's really comforting. It's like this little nice hug that we're giving to ourselves, and you can close your eyes here, taking a few deep breaths. Maybe even repeating a phrase to yourself, something like, I am safe, I am loved. And you can repeat that as many times as you need. I am safe, I am loved. And I just find that that's something that's really nice that you can do really anytime, at any place. You could do it at your desk, taking a break from your work. You can do it with your family, with your kids. It's a fun one to do with kids if you have them. So those are just a few tips that I offer to you all today. You can kind of take them or leave them. But I want to go into what's called a compassionate color meditation, and it's a really nice meditation that allows us to go into our feelings and those sensations of the body that we're so craving and missing in this time. So if you're not in a comfortable place already, I invite you to find that comfortable place, find a seat either in a chair or on the floor, and try to remove as many distractions as possible, and we'll come into the meditation now. So sit up nice and tall, plant your feet on the floor, and close your eyes when you're ready. Maybe just placing your hands on your thighs, face down, encouraging that sense of groundedness. Come into your body, come in to your feelings. Just noticing what's arising for you today. And maybe just checking in with yourself, asking, how am I doing today? In your meditation, you don't have to share that answer with anyone. So feel free to be vulnerable with yourself, honest with your answer, and compassionate with whatever arises. And now when you're ready, I invite you to bring to mind a particular color that you associate with compassion, or a color that brings feelings of joy or security. Do your best not to overthink the exercise, just think of that color and hold it. It's probably a different color for each of us. And once you have that color in mind, try to imagine that color surrounding you completely. Maybe think of that color that's around you slowly entering through the heart and then through your entire body. You could also think of the color as a sort of mist that enters in, or a light that enters in and travels through your whole self. And as you do this, try to focus on this color, thinking of it as having a sense of wisdom, strength, and warmth, and this quality of total kindness. This kindness that is both within you and around you. Seeing it, feeling it. If you notice blocks or barriers arising, distracting you from this compassionate color, try to be gentle with yourself, just noticing those thoughts as thoughts and not facts. Oftentimes our thoughts can be really convincing and can pull us away from reality. Using your breath, coming back to that sense of kindness, compassion, and safety that you find in your compassionate color. And as you allow that color to become more prominent within yourself, think about the possibilities or the ways in which you can radiate that color to others. How can you be a compassionate color for other people? can stay with the meditation for as long as you'd like. But whenever you are ready, you can deepen the breath a little bit, inhaling through the nose longer and exhaling. And just moving the body and slowly opening your eyes. Thank you all so much. Peace and light.